Right now, we are about to approach Chinese New Year once again. I never know what date this holiday lands on because it changes every year. It's based on like the moon phases, the new Lunar New Year. So it's based on the moon, so it changes every year. I don't know when the holiday is. It changes every year. Why should I bother remembering when I don't even care about this holiday? I rant about this holiday year after year because I don't care for it. And yet I have no choice but to partake in it because my parents do. Yeah, if it were up to me, I would never celebrate this. I would never even know it's actually happening unless I go to the supermarket and I see all the red decorations. It's like, oh shit, it's that time of year again? I guess I better not answer my parents' phone calls. No, I'm kidding. I'm saying hypothetically way down the line when I actually move out. It's like, oh shit, I need to come over for Chinese New Year dinner again? I can't. I'm on vacation. Yep, once again. Oh, what do you mean I just happen to be on vacation at the same time every year? Nah, you're thinking crazy. But yeah, I really don't like this holiday. I really don't care for it. I would not celebrate it. So I actually started 20 minutes late today. Instead of 9:30, I started at 9:50. At first I was going to start at 9:45, and then my parents told me to do some stuff. So then I thought maybe I'll push it to 10. And then I'm just like, oh, the sooner I start, the less chances there is for them to call me and tell me to do something. Because as per tradition, the stupid tradition, you gotta clean the house for the new year. I don't see anyone around the house cleaning shit for December 31st, but randomly, some day between January and February, the house must be spotless. Well, actually, today I didn't do too much date skipping. A part of me feels like, oh, if I'm just gonna be spending all this time date skipping, maybe I should just go back to doing, picnics and breeding, even though I really don't want to. I still haven't given up on trying to get the outbreak yet, but if I do give up, then I'll go back to doing picnics, because that's my last resort. Unless I dare hunt Basculin without an outbreak. I was actually busy at work today. I had to make a couple of sales today. To actual good customers who did not bargain. You love to see it. So, the customer today told me something funny. So, I don't know what background these two were. They, you know, they had a little bit of melanin in them. They weren't as dark as to say Indian. Just a little bit dark. I don't know. I say that because, well, when you first take a look at me, you don't exactly expect me to sound like this. Matter of fact, everyone looks at me, they expect me to speak Mandarin. So, you know, I was helping these two people. Turns out they were siblings. I didn't know that. I'm really afraid people will make the same assumption whenever I stand next to my sister. That, you know, the assumption is not their siblings. Anyways, so these two siblings, a brother and sister, came in. You know, the lady was looking for stuff. She just kept on picking and trying a lot of stuff, and you know, it's fine. It's fine as long as you purchase and don't waste my time, it's fine. Like, throughout the entire time, you know, the more I spoke, because, you know, when you're a salesperson, you need to communicate, and I am very bad at that. So, you know, the more I spoke, she just randomly said, like, "You have a little bit of a twank in your voice." I'm just like, what? What does that mean? I have a twank in my voice, what does that mean? Like, she hears a hint of something in the way I speak. Like, the way I speak naturally, with my, you know, Western accent, with my, I suppose you could say, American accent. I don't know if I have an American accent, a Canadian accent. I don't say a, you know. But like, I'm just gonna say American accent. She just said, like, "You have a little bit of a twank in your voice, you know? Brother, do you hear it?" It's like, "No, I don't know what you mean." Like, he has a little bit of something in the voice, the way he speaks. It's like, I don't know what that means. Maybe that means, like, the way I speak, there's a hint of, like, a southern tone to it. You know, so she was asking me, like, "Where were you born? Were you born here? You were born and raised here, right?" Yeah, I was. I don't know what that means. That I have a bit of a twank in my voice. Or did she say twink? I think she said twank with an A. I don't know what that means. But like, you know, so the process of salesman and customer kept on going. Eventually she tried on something else and I'm just like, "Yeah, that's not bad." And then she's just like, "There it is again. That little twank in your voice. The way you say the word bad. Say it again." I'm just like, "It's not that bad." So I don't know, the way I say the word bad, there's a little bit of a twank in it, according to this lady. Like, there's a hint of something in my tone of voice. Give me a second, folks. Well, that was super awkward. My dad just came into the room. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I have a twank in my voice. Just the way I naturally speak, there's a hint of something in the accent I speak with. You know, let me tell you first and foremost, let me tell you firsthand. There's not a whole lot about me that I'm proud about. However, the one thing I am proud about myself is the fact that I do not have any resemblance of a Chinese accent. I am very proud of that, because I really do not want to have one. Because a lot of times when I deal with people and they have a heavy Chinese accent, yeah, I can't understand them. Can you imagine if I spoke like this? Can't pronounce L with my rife. I don't even know if that was a Chinese accent. Was that Indian? Oh god. You know, I actually have a hard time mimicking a Chinese accent, because in my mind, I don't even know what that sounds like. When I hear someone say it, I can recognize it's a Chinese accent, but then I can't mimic it. I can't speak in a fake Chinese accent myself. I just can't, in my head, hear what a Chinese accent sounds like. But when I hear it verbally, literally, like the sounds going into my ears, yeah, I can tell. So you guys want to hear something funny? Yesterday, the story about yesterday. Yesterday, we wanted to go to Costco after work to get ourselves some hot dogs. But it turns out on the weekends, on Saturdays, Costco closes at like 6. So it was too late. Instead, my dad and we got a pizza. And we decided to get a pizza way too late. By the time we were just about at the pizza place is when we decided. Because, there's a pizza place like not even 5 minutes outside from our house. So we were almost home, and then my dad decided, let's get pizza. So that meant we were like not even 5 minutes away from the pizza place, so ordering it, we would have to wait. So we went to the grocery store that was right next to it, and I saw something on sale that I've never seen or heard of before. It was called Pussy Willow. And it is spelled exactly how you think it is. Pussywillow. Pussy Willow. I've never heard of Pussy Willow before. I'm even scared to look it up. Yeah, it's an actual plant. A pussy willow tree. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, so there's literally a tree called Pussy Willow. Why was it being sold at a grocery store? And, not a tree, not a potted plant. Literally, the branches, the sticks, the wooden twigs off of the tree. Why were those being sold? You can't exactly get much juice from a pussy willow. You can't exactly eat it, it's not like a vegetable. You can fry it and then eat it. So it's like, what were the branches from a pussy willow tree being sold at a grocery store? It was even more awkward just now when my dad came in, hearing me talk to my phone and then having Mario music blasted as he walked in. It's like, God, what does my son do? What does my son get up to? Alright, let's see what other music we can put on. I sent that deep meme to a friend of mine. He's just like, well, first he went LMAO to it, and then he asked, how was the Valorant game last night? I'm like, I didn't even play last night. He said you did. The guy who recommended From. He said you did play. And I'm just like, The boy's a liar. The boy's a liar. You guys heard the Obama and Biden version of that song? It's actually shockingly good. Even before all of the president's AI stuff. Good enough, no, no, good enough, no, no, good enough, no, no. So let me tell you guys something. Okay. Earlier today, I saw a video in my recommended. You know what? Screw it. I'll just link it down below, because why the hell not? It's a video by the movie blog. It's From Season 3 Theory. What's really happening in the town? Question mark. And obviously, because I haven't seen From Season 3 yet, I'm just about to start Season 2, I didn't watch it. Excuse me, something in my mouth. Pause. So I didn't watch the video because, you know, I haven't seen From Season 3 yet. I haven't even seen Season 2. So, instead what I did was I sent it to my friend who recommended that show to me. I'm just like, here, you can watch this, since I'm clearly not going to. I'm not going to watch this video. Why would I? I haven't even seen Season 3 yet. And he's just like, man, you gonna get spoiled. I'm just like, I'm not watching it. I told you I'm not watching it. And then he said, the thumbnail. See, he said I'm being spoiled by these thumbnails. Alright, so let's take a look at this real quick. The thumbnail, it looks like there's a cult, Tabitha in an Amish getup next to Indiana Jones. Click the link down below if you want to see the thumbnail. So, you know, even not watching the video itself talking about Season 3 when I've only seen Season 1, and I'm just thinking to myself, bro, tell me, how much of my shows I recommended did you spoil? Because remember last time, folks, he said himself that he didn't hear about The Walking Dead until I brought it up. And that only made his case worse. So that meant he went like over a decade not even hearing about the show, and then the moment I recommended the show to him and he started watching, well, he already spoiled Glenn's death for himself. So, you know, like, let's say a decade of not hearing about The Walking Dead. After I recommended to him, he immediately spoiled himself on Glenn's death. One of the biggest deaths in the whole show. Oh, and I'm not allowed to look at a thumbnail spoiling whatever? Fucking hypocrite. And then, funny enough, I saw that, you know, well, okay, I heard that Movie Idol heard that From Season 3 was getting a lot of hate. That people don't really like Season 3 of From. And, you know, I jokingly brought this up to him. I'm just like, oh, fuck, never mind. Never mind, fuck From. Turns out Season 3 sucks, I quit. And, you know, it's like, oh, what's the matter? You know? What's the matter? Don't like that I got a foresight that a season of the show might be bad? Afraid I might quit the whole goddamn show like you did? After I told you Arrow Season 4 wasn't the greatest season? After I told you Walking Dead Season 7 and 8 weren't that great? You quit the whole goddamn show because of that? What's the matter? Afraid I might do the same thing you did just because I heard that From Season 3's not that great? Fucking hypocrite of a friend. So, if it hasn't been obvious yet, I'm going to watch From Season 2, probably for tomorrow, or the next time I play this. I have not started watching Season 2 just yet. Because first, I wanted to finish up Arcane, which is what we'll talk about today. Arcane Season 1, Episode 9, which is the Season 1 finale. Give me a sec again. This time it was my mom who came in. So yeah, Arcane Season 2, Season 2 again. Arcane Season 1, Episode 9, as well as I finally got to watch the Mega Man episode of Secret Level. So we'll talk about these two today. That's all we have to talk about, because we're done The Boys Season 2. So yeah, up next will definitely be From Season 2, and I still have yet to concretely decide what else. Maybe Arcane Season 2? Maybe... I don't know. Edge of Sleep? Dead Boy Detectives? I don't know. Isn't it crazy it's already almost February? Today is the 26th of January. We're already almost 1 month in. Ugh. No idea what a twank in my voice means. Alright, I suppose, oop. Truly the most yawned who ever yawned. Did you catch it? Did you yawn after hearing me yawn? Because you know how yawns are contagious? By the way, because of the whole... Oh, you just woke up? Are you still on your trip, by the way? So, because I just mentioned that douchebag friend of mine, you know, I'm not allowed to look at a thumbnail that spoils the show he recommended to me. However, the moment I recommend a show to him, he spoils one of the biggest moments in the whole show. So, it got me curious, and I thought to myself, wait, how long ago did Glenn die? He got killed off in the season 7 premiere. Let's see, the season 7 premiere aired October 23rd, 2016. And I'm just like, holy shit, Glenn died almost 9 years ago. It's been almost 9 years. So I sent it to this fellow nerd who I speak with on Discord, and he replies, honestly though, in some ways I'm glad he died. Because if he stayed alive till season 11, I doubt he'd be invincible. And invincible really would not be the same without him. I guess that's a fair point, you know? Had Glenn not died, Steven Yeun possibly would not have got cast to voice Invincible. However, you know, like, I don't know scheduling when it comes to this stuff. It's not like acting for 2 different shows at once, like physically acting, right? You notice how, characters in shows would sometimes be absent for quite a long time because they went to act for a movie? Well, it's not like that, it's voice acting. He'll just pop in the studio and it just won't take that long, right? And also, it's like, well, I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. Other Walking Dead actors have been on Invincible. We have Corey Payton, he voices Black Samson. We have Ross Marquand, he voices Immortal. And they were both, Walking Dead actors. Sure, they're not the main character, so they don't have as many voice lines in comparison, but still, they alternated jobs. And need I remind you, Ross Marquand also voices Red Skull. That is until, James Spader comes back and steals the role back. Wasn't there bad blood between Marvel and James Spader? That's why he didn't come back to voice Ultron, like, ever again? Until that Vision Quest series we're getting who knows how long from now? I was supposed to change the music. Whoops. Why does this music still bang so hard? Even after all the times we've listened to it. Oh, you can just hear the passion behind the orchestra who performed this. Alright, let's get talking about this Arcane episode. So this is the Season 1 finale. So we open up with... Actually, I kind of forgot that the last episode ended with, you know, Caitlyn getting took. Because they open up with Jace and Violet and Vi, reacting to the kid that Jace accidentally killed. So now there's a little bit of tension between them. It's like, you know, one dead kid. Vi's just like, one dead kid, no big deal. You know how many kids have died? How, you know, all these kids knew what they were signing up for? You know how many kids have died in the Undercity? Jace, he's done with this, because now there's blood on his hands. He's done with this. You know, Vi is just like, well, you know, you and all your counselors up top did this. Blah, blah, blah. Jace is just like, take those gauntlets off. I can't let you leave with them. And of course, Violet won't back down. Vi won't back down, so she's just like, you're gonna have to kill me. Well, Jace lets her leave with the gauntlets. It turns out that boy who died was actually one of the, like, I don't know, Undercity Council members' son. I don't even know her name. Well, Victor is grieving over accidentally killing Sky. So, yeah. He almost destroys the Hex Core, but then hesitates. Later in the episode, he pours the ashes of someone. I'm not too sure who. Yeah, I guess we'll get back to that. We get the scene between Mel and her mother. You know, Mel is pretty pissed that she's actually for war between Piltover and the Undercity. You know, revealing some stuff like the person who killed your brother won't back down lightly or whatever she said. It's like, once this war is over, come back home where you can be by my side. On the throne, I think. I think she's royalty. So anyways, yeah, Victor was pouring the ashes of I don't know who. And then it almost looks like he was going to jump. But then, just like he did for Jace all those years ago, Jace interrupts him. It's like, am I interrupting? You know, stopping you from jumping? Victor makes Jace promise he will destroy the Hex Core. Because it's, you know, it's gone out of control. The stuff that they were creating for peace is now being used as weapons in war, in preparation for war. So they're like, we have to destroy it. You know, this episode, I gotta say, was a bit of a slow burn, because the end of the episode, the latter half was more of the exciting stuff. But, you know, I'm not complaining. So yeah, the Undercity Council, I don't even know what to all these guys. The person named Finn, you know, he was starting a coup against Vander. It almost looks like Savika was gonna kill Vander. What? Vander? Finn is starting a coup against Silco. It almost looked like Savika was about to kill Silco, But then, you know, her loyalty lies with Silco. So instead, Savika kills Finn. Well, it was nice to barely know you, Finn. I didn't even know your name until I saw it in the subtitles. So we actually get this meeting. It's crazy that this is the first time they're sharing the screen together. We get this meeting between Silco and Jace. You know, they make an agreement for peace, although both sides have demands. Silco demands, like, Undercity independence, other stuff, blah blah blah. And for peace, he will relinquish his Shimmer production as well as give up Jinx. So both sides have to do shitty things that they don't want to do in order to garner peace. We also see that Heimerdinger, that Echo actually brought Heimerdinger to that, like, forest haven place. It's like, wow, fascinating. How did you do all this with your short lifespan? How did you accomplish all this given how little time you have with your lifespan? Gotta say, it is pretty nice. You know, I thought these Green Goblin characters were villains at first. I mean, how could I not? Well, we see Silco talking to Vander underneath his memorial statue. He reveals that in order for peace, he has to give up Jinx, who he sees as a daughter. Jinx, standing behind the statue, hearing all this, now pumped absolutely to the gills with the, you know, with Shimmer, I assume. Hears all this and feels betrayed, because how could she not? She hears that her father figure is about to hand her over to the enforcers. And also, so far, I don't know if we will learn this. So far, we haven't learned the backstory between Vander and Silco. So I don't know what happened between them. At one point, they were brothers, and then, I don't know, Vander betrayed Silco for whatever reason, and then now here we are. So, like, are we ever going to learn that backstory? Alright, so Vi, now equipped with her Mega Gauntlets, walks into the same bar where Savika's holding out at, or just chilling at. And we get this mic drop fight. This time it's a little more evenly matched between the two. Well, Savika gets the upper hand, but then, you know, Vi, on the brink of death, hears Vander's voice and gets back up. And then Vi wins against Savika. Yay. But right as she wins against Savika, out of nowhere, Jinx shows up and just knocks out her sister unconscious. Well, before we find out where Jinx has taken Vi, Jace is, you know, before the council. He knows his time as a council member is coming to an end. So he and Victor stand before the council and reveal he made a peace. Jace brokered a peace with Silco in exchange for the Undercity's independence. Once again, my mom came in. Chinese calendars, okay? They need to deal with that shit. It's annoying, but it is what it is. So yeah, once they reveal this information to the council, every single one, except for Mel, is heavily against it. Alright, so we follow back with Vi, what happened to her. She has been taken and tied up onto a chair by her sister Jinx. And so was Silco. And Caitlyn. So that's what happened to Caitlyn. So it kind of reminded me of, you know, the Recruiter's rock, paper, scissors, delete one game. Where it's like, you know, one of you will die. At first, she's tempted to kill Caitlyn, but then she's tempted to kill Silco. Because no way she was going to kill her own sister, right? So she did indeed get the gemstone from Caitlyn. You know, she actually, Jinx brought out a dome. We all thought it might have been Caitlyn's head, but no, it was literally a cupcake she baked. Because, you know, Vi calls her cupcake. With the gemstone as a garnish on top. So, back and forth, not only is Vi pleading, you know, begging Jinx to spare Caitlyn's life, Jinx is also hearing the two voices back and forth between Vi and Silco. Who does she listen to? Who does she trust? Eventually, you know, Caitlyn gets loose. How exactly? I'm not too sure. Well, she used broken glass, but like, how did she even grab it if her hands were tied? So, you know, Vander does plead to Jinx, like, you are my daughter. I would never, you know, never sell you out. Well, Caitlyn got loose. She now has her hands on Jinx's, you know, ginormous Gatling gun. Whoops! So now, the tension is really there. Because we don't know who's gonna shoot, who's gonna kill who. But because Jinx is, I don't know, has like 90% shimmer pumping through her veins, she gains like superhuman speed. And knocks out Caitlyn. So now the voices in her head are still like, who do you trust? Who do you side with? Do you side with your sister or your father figure? Well, in Jinx's insanity, she shoots and kills Vander. So Vander. She shoots and kills Silco. So now Silco is dead. Jinx embraces that she's changed. She's not Powder, she's Jinx. She also embraces the fact that, well, her sister changed as well. Vi's not the same. So what does Jinx do? She loads a shark-shaped cannon with the gemstone, amplifying its power. And then during the blood moon, under the blood moon, shoots an attack straight onto where the council is. And before we see what happens, Season 1 ends. The council actually all raised their hand in unanimous agreement that, you know, the peace between Piltover and the Undercity, we will meet the demands. But then, you know, Jinx goes ahead and ruins that by firing an attack straight on the council. Directly underneath the Blood Moon 2. And that is the season finale of Season 1. What? Yeah, season finale for Season 1. 9 episodes, folks. I don't know when I'll watch Season 2. You know, at some point. Alright, let's talk about this, you know, the sooner I talk about the secret level episode, well, the sooner I run out of things to talk about so I can watch some videos. So, this episode, I think 10? Episode 10 of Secret Level. This episode was the Mega Man Start episode. This was the episode I was excited about. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed. Just because, well, it could have done so much more. This episode was 8 minutes long, which is like the shortest episode so far. So that's a bit of a shame. Mega Man got the shortest episode so far. So we actually start off with Dr. Light watching the news about Dr. Wily. Actually, you know what? While we're talking about Mega Man, now's the perfect time to put on Dr. Wily theme. So yeah, we start off the episode with Dr. Light watching a news report about Dr. Wily. So, you know, now they need to fight back at whatever Dr. Wily did. So Dr. Light brings out Bomb Man. Rock, who, you know, is Mega Man before he turned into Mega Man, Rock volunteers like, I can help, I can go out and fight. But Dr. Light is like, no, I can't lose you, I won't let you throw your life away. I built you to help me here in the lab, not fight out there. So a little Dr. Wily bug tries to make its way up and corrupt Bomb Man, which it does. So now they need to fight and destroy Bomb Man. So Rock actually equips himself with weapons and does just that, fights back against a corrupted Bomb Man. And then that Dr. Wily bug tries to attach itself and corrupt Rock as well. However, Rock, with sheer willpower, fights back and, you know, destroys the little bug. At this point, Dr. Light is like, you were right, you can fight. So they get an upgrade, or rather, Rock gets an upgrade, you know? Instead of the just regular little boy aesthetic that he has, he gets equipped with the typical, you know, blue armor that we're used to seeing Mega Man with. And what's awesome is, during the sequence, a remix of Dr. Wily theme itself was playing. Dr. Light, you know, throws the helmet towards Rock. We see Rock outside in the wasteland. He puts on his helmet, and then the episode ends. So, you know, we don't see any of the awesome stuff afterwards, which is such a shame. And I gotta say, the Mega Man design isn't your usual Mega Man design. They went for more of like an anime kind of look, but in 3D, borderline live action kind of CGI. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. I kind of wish we got the classic Mega Man. Not gonna lie, the way Mega Man looks, the way Rock looks, like, you know, from that side profile for the marketing, really reminded me of, like, Alita Battle Angel. That's it. I almost called her Alita 1. So yeah, it wasn't a bad episode. It was just an episode that had so much more potential. And I'm just like, damn. Mega Man got the shortest episode and like so little done. A bit of a shame, honestly. But for what we got, it's not too bad, I guess. Alright, so I need to charge my 3DS. Which means I can't be charging my Switch right now. I have my Switch handheld mode right next to me. Because, you know, handheld mode, it makes date skipping much faster. Oh man, now yo ass is here. I was about to be silent and watch videos while doing this. Really? You're about to watch What If, huh? You are really not gonna understand. Episode 1, what if Peggy Carter got the super soldier serum? You're not gonna know who the characters are. You're not gonna really understand what's even happening. Well, have fun with it, I guess. Here, let me tell you something that'll scare you off and, you know, make you quit the show overall. Season 1 was the best. Season 2 and 3 just weren't that great. Hold on, let me plug this in. Yeah, had you stuck around for when I talked about Season 3 as it was airing, you know, December. Man, you said you're watching Season 3. As I was about to say, yeah, Season 3 absolutely sucked. Yeah, Season 3 was bad. It was pretty bad. The episodes, no. I literally said it as I was watching the show. All of these episodes subsequently sucked. You know, the Winter Soldier and Red Guardian episode, the Howard the Duck and Darcy Lewis episode. What other one? There was a third one. 3 episodes in a row were all bad. The one with Riri Williams, all those episodes were terrible. It's such a shame. Marvel had so much potential, yet they absolutely ruined it. There were easy slam dunks that they could have done for episodes. What if the Sokovia Accord never divided the Avengers? What if Civil War just never happened? What if the other half of the universe got dusted? Those are easy slam dunks. Easy 10 out of 10s. You know, if they really did a what if the other half of the universe got snapped, that would have meant all 6 original Avengers would have died. So, like, what would the other half do? What would characters who would have, you know, who did dust, but would have survived in this what if, what would they have done? What would characters like Nick Fury, Sam Wilson, characters like Star-Lord, Drax, Groot, what would they have all done? Did I ever get the Community Day rally, by the way? Yes, I did. You asking this kind of late, bro? Ugh. Yo, I don't understand you. Like, what is it with you and watching shows that you just don't understand? And by that, I mean, like, shows like What If. You really wouldn't understand really anything unless you've seen most of the MCU. The show is literally called What If? As in, what if things were different? So you kind of need to know how things played out originally to then ask the question, what if this played out differently? Like, a part of me is thinking, what's honestly the problem? Like, what is wrong with this? What is actually so wrong with just starting at the beginning and just working your way through? What is actually so wrong with that? Now, I know nowadays, had I asked this like several years ago, it would not have been that big a deal. But you know, as time moves on, more things come out, more things get added, making that list of things to watch through very daunting. But still, it's like, and I realize these days it's unrealistic to ask someone to watch everything. Yes, it's unrealistic, but then there's also the question of what's the problem? What's actually so wrong with just starting at the beginning and working your way through it all so you actually understand the overall story? Why jump in halfway? And yes, my voice did just crack. Why jump in halfway or the tail end of the story when you don't know anything that happened before? What is honestly the problem with starting at the beginning? What is so wrong with that? You just saw What If and you clicked on it and did not read the season 3 part? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Once again, it's like, why? How do you not pay attention to this stuff? If you're gonna watch a show, how do you not pay attention if you're starting on season 1? If you're starting at the beginning? Just how? Because you already spoiled the fucking moment. Imagine if you were watching The Walking Dead, you start at the season 7 premiere, you don't know what's happening. You suddenly see Negan kill this, this ginger and then this Asian guy, and then you're just like, oh shit, this is an episode 1? This is a season 7 premiere? It's like, just how do you even do that? Oh, you know what's funny? You know what's actually pretty funny? So, I sent that deep meme to a couple friends of mine in our group chat. I asked, has anyone here watched The Boys? All of them said no, so they didn't understand what the meme meant. And then I told them like... Hold on. Well, I felt a burp, and it's gone. Never mind, there it is. So, I told them, like, I was told that some of the gore in this show would be too much for me. And so far, what I've seen hasn't fazed me all that much. Not gonna lie, kinda disappointed. And then one of my friends is like, I mean, of course, it ain't that bad compared to The Walking Dead. You know, because there are some Walking Dead deaths that I just really cannot bring myself to watch again. They are just that bad. For one, the very top of the worst deaths I've seen on Walking Dead has to be Noah. Noah's death is just so bad, I just cannot bring myself to watch it again. And you know what? I gotta give Fear the Walking Dead props. Not anything after season 3. Fear the Walking Dead, because it dealt with the early days of the apocalypse, oh boy, some of those deaths were brutal. Some of those deaths were traumatizing. And then I bring this up because one of my friends said, if you want gory, just watch Final Destination. And I'm just thinking to myself, that's cute. It's so cute that your first resort to gore is Final Destination. That is so adorable. Your first resort to gory content is Final Destination. That is so cute. Now I didn't tell him that. I didn't call my friend cute for recommending Final Destination because all my friends would have flamed me for calling him cute. But I'm just thinking like, man, that is so adorable. You telling me if I want gory, watch Final Destination. That is so adorable. Of all things, Final Destination. Not saying Final Destination isn't gory, but it's just like, have you seen those movies? Oh, you know what's a really bad way to die? Like a really, really painful way to die from Final Destination? I think it was the tanning booths. Oh, those tanning booths deaths were horrific. Were once again traumatizing. So yeah, I am still wildly disappointed about the level of gore on The Boys. I expected so much more. And you know, same thing goes for From as well. I was hoping From would have much more gore than it did. The most gore I saw was probably the first episode. We saw the hollowed out chest cavity of the mother and daughter. And that's really about it. I really hope that From Season 2 is an improvement from Season 1, because I tell you, Season 1 was massively disappointing. But, you know, Season 2, we're already in the swing of things. So hopefully things get... I don't want to say gets crazier, because I just know we're just not going to get answers. But let's face it, Season 2, it's the next season, you know it's going to get crazier. They're gonna throw in even more what the hell moments. They're gonna be like, wait, what? What is this? They're just gonna add layers upon layers, just like... At this point, I may as well accept... Don't expect anything, right? You don't know what's gonna happen, anything can happen. Jesus Christ will probably come down at some point himself. And we're just not gonna get answers. You know, it comes to a point like, how long am I going to be watching this show and accept, alright, they're not going to give us answers, we're never going to find out what's actually happening, they're just going to throw more and more random things in, it's like, okay. At this point, like, whatever happens next shouldn't even faze me. The next big thing that happens, like, Yeah, okay. Let's see where this goes. Let's see, what was the season 3 premiere? Season 3 premiere was, you know, the Gamma monsters, the Hulks. I think that might have been like a Brown Hulk storyline. Someone correct me on that. Oh yeah, you want to hear something that my dad told me the other night? And, you know, it's another one of those, like, awkward topics between father and son. So, my dad was telling me, okay, so it was the other night where, you know, or was it last night? It was last night, yeah. It was last night when we were heading to Costco, and then we found out it was closed. So, in the car ride, my dad often tells me, like, what to look for in a woman. Traits to look for when picking a wife. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna really have a lot of opportunities with that, huh? But my dad warns me, the one thing, like, if I ever get married to a woman, the one thing that I cannot ever allow to happen is the two of us to end up sleeping in separate rooms. You know, if we share like a, let's say, a king-size bed where we sleep side by side, or if we have two separate beds in the same room, let's say that. If it ever gets to the point where me and the missus sleep in two separate rooms and that's the norm, that's bad. Because, you know, a couple years ago, it's been a long time now. Let's say a long time ago, my parents had an argument, and then my dad was basically kicked out of the room. And ever since then, my dad sleeps in his own room, from my mom. So my parents sleep apart. So my dad is saying, like, you cannot ever allow your marriage to devolve to the point where the two of you sleep separately in two different rooms. And then, you know, my dad, he was saying stuff like, well, first of all, that alone is already a sign that the love, the emotion is fizzling out. Like, as if that wasn't obvious enough. And then, here's where the uncomfortable topic comes up. You know, father to son. My dad is just like, without sex, the human body just doesn't really work anymore. It's just like, wow, thanks, Dad. Wow, that's not awkward at all. Now, yes, I admit, I am fully aware, you know, as a living, breathing, warm-blooded mammal, I am aware that sex in life is just normal, and it's actually healthy to be active. Alright, let's just get that out the way. But like, damn, that's awkward to hear from my father. That's awkward for my dad to be telling me. It's like, son, once sex is just no longer happening, then, you know, that's bad for the body. It's like, wow, okay. How am I supposed to respond to that? I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't know when the last time my parents, I can't imagine they ever did ever since I was born. Though that's just me. Maybe they did it in private and I wasn't aware. I can probably assume my dad hasn't for a long time, and I'm just saying that, alright? Like, what am I supposed to use this information for, right? You know what's particularly awkward for me, and I assume a good number of people out there? Because, like, well, I never had the talk with my parents. That's just not really an Asian parent thing to do. Tell your kids about the birds and the bees. That's just not really a thing Asian parents do. At least my parents never did that. I started learning sex ed, I believe, at a way too young age. I believe I started learning in 5th grade. I feel like that's way too young to be teaching. I think 5th grade would have been 11 years old. Because the way I remember it, there's a 6-year difference. When you're in 12th grade, you know, the final grade of high school, you're around 18 years old, so, you know, you're leaving high school as an adult. You're about to go into university or college as an adult, so that's the way I remember it. Final grade of high school, you're around 18, so I remember that as, like, the baseline. There's a 6-year difference. So, 5th grade, add 6, you're 11. You're typically around 11 years old at 5th grade. 11's way too young. I feel like 11's way too young to be learning this stuff. But, you know, that's the age I learned it at. 11 years old. Oh my god, 11 years old was almost 15 years for me. Oh my god. It's been almost 15 years since 11 of age. 5th grade. I'm not there quite yet to say 15 years ago was 11th grade. Not quite yet. You guys remember in the Knuckles series where Wade had his father tell him about the birds and the bees when he was a very grown adult? He's just like, you know, son, I thought you would have known this by now. Oh, I do. I just always wanted to have this talk. You gotta love Wade Whipple. Such a shame he had such a small role in the third film. But I suppose he had plenty of screen time in the Knuckles series. I still stand by my idea. An Amy series would actually be pretty beneficial to the character. Give us Sonic 4, where we learn more and meet the character better, and then give us an Amy series. I still stand by that. That would be great. Honestly, did we really need a Knuckles series? Not really. It's not referenced whatsoever in the movie. But hey, we got one. It was honestly more of a Wade Whipple story, but I digress. Alright, so I don't really have too much else to talk about right now. I'm gonna watch this video. I have this video here in my recommended. It was posted over 6 months ago. I spent 100 days mapping out Mario's entire planet. I want to see this. 3250. It's 33 minutes long. I'm gonna check out what this is talking about. Diamond City? Wait, what's Diamond City? Which game is that from? Wow, this video is loud in my headphones. Wow, really? Oh, I must have missed that detail when playing the game. Super Mario Odyssey showed that the Mushroom Kingdom is actually shaped like a mushroom. I didn't know that. I think it should have been obvious, but there was never really any evidence to tell that. Huh, I didn't know that. Nearby kingdom called the Baseball Kingdom, huh? Drink water, folks. I know it's silent for you guys, but I'm over here watching videos. Remember to breathe too. Uh-huh. The Bean Kingdom, huh? Which game is this from? Bean Kingdom. It's definitely another Mario and Luigi game. Huh. Probably didn't play this one. Oh, Prince Peasley. Ah. Yeah, I never played this one. Ancient soybean civilization? Yeah, I clearly missed this game. I clearly never played this one. Yep, this is the one I was waiting for. Where is Sarasaland? I guess that's a good point. Ruled by Princess Daisy. Wouldn't that make her more of an empress? I guess she's just very humble. No, not Sriracha Land. Sarasaland. I'm curious, where are places like Delfino Plaza? You know? What about the other kingdoms that we saw in Mario Odyssey? You know, there's also places like Flower Kingdom. We just saw that in Mario Wonder. Well, yeah, what about Yoshi Island and, like, Donkey Kong Country? So, you know, gonna keep watching this video. I didn't know that. There was concept art for a Peach. A Wario and Waluigi version for Peach. I didn't know that. Sarasaland is kind of a bizarro version of the Mushroom Kingdom. You know what? I like that. I like the way that's being put. Wow, that's actually quite a good way to put it. A bizarro version of the Mushroom Kingdom. Only the real nerds like me actually understand what that meant. Mario's Private Island, Mario Land. I don't know these older games locations. Wait a second. Give me a second. Hold on. Oh, I had to walk out and see just how many lights were on in the house. You know what my mom told me? She told me to, it's like, because I carry a giant portable jug of water with me to work, and then I bring it back home to refill. My mom told me to leave it at work at night before coming home. The electric tea kettle at work, boil water with that. So that way it's cooled down by the next day so you can actually pour it into your, container. She tells me to do this so, we don't use the electric tea kettle at home as much. Because if you guys don't know, an electric tea kettle takes a lot of electricity. And she says this because we don't pay electricity bills at work. We pay for the unit rent, but we don't pay specifically electric bills. So do it all at work. Anyways, back to the video. Alright, let's see. Where's the Flower Kingdom at? Alright, here we go. Delfino Plaza. Where's Isle Delfino at? I imagine it wouldn't be anywhere close to the Mushroom Kingdom, considering Mario and Peach and Toadsworth had to fly to their vacation spot. So I imagine it would be a fair distance away. But let's see. Yes, the Odyssey ship. So far he's covered where most of the smaller land masses are, and I say smaller land masses. What about the giant kingdoms that we saw in Mario Odyssey? So let's see. I want to hear what he has to say about this. Dang, so he's actually including the Banjo-Kazooie stuff as well as the Conker stuff. Wow. I guess that is a fair point, considering, Rare developed them first before, I think, bought out by Microsoft? I think so. Wow, I never thought about that. That, despite legal problems nowadays, characters like Banjo and Kazooie and Conkers would live on the same planet as Mario. Wow, I never thought about that. The fact that he even has to mention space, the Mario Galaxy games, they don't take place on the planet. So does it really even need to be mentioned? Shiny at 12:17. I don't know if I'm gonna last that long. We'll see. Because that's like another half hour away. It's 11:46, so that's another half hour. You know what? That was a good video. Hi, sweetie. What are you doing in here? Huh? Good boy. Let's see. I think there were more videos I wanted to watch. Videos by Moist Critical as well as Mudahar. So I have yet to watch his video from 2 days ago. The Oscar nominations are weird. You know what? Let me check that out. What's going on with the Oscars? Oh my god. Amelia Perez? First of all, I just learned about this woke show that Zoe Saldana was a part of. This musical trans surgery kind of show. What was that? And what role did Amelia Perez have in it? I looked up Amelia Perez. Why is Selena Gomez the first picture here? Is that even her? It looks like her. That does not look like Amelia Perez. Wait a second, what? Is it just called Amelia Perez? Or is that the name of the show? Oh, I think that's the name of the show. Yeah, I don't know who this is. Oh, it is the show. Okay. Okay, so the show was called Amelia Perez. I don't know, I've never heard of this before. So I'm just like, what is that? Ah, that's why. Selena Gomez is part of the show, and so is Zoe Saldana. This woke show is getting an Oscar nomination. Thank God for Trump, let me say that. Let me go close the door again, because my dog just walked in. Whoops. Oh. Oh, of course Amelia Perez was nominated for everything. Wait a second, this thing beat Wicked for Best Musical? I am not watching Wicked. I have no interest. By the way, whatever her name was from Wicked, she says she wants to play Storm. I don't think so. I don't think that would work. What was her name? Cynthia Erivo? No, I don't see her as Storm. Everyone wanted Angela Bassett as Storm, but they never did. Wait, is that her? Yeah, Angela Bassett. Just wanted to make sure I had her name right. Yeah, Angela Bassett, I can definitely see as Storm, or I did when, you know, like 25 years ago, when the first X-Men was being made. But, you know, they went with Halle Berry instead because of name recognition, star power. I'm not gonna lie, she was hot in, like, the first two films. And then they really did the character dirty when it came to her number of appearances. Did I start from Season 2 yet? No. And I'm dreading actually doing so. I didn't watch the Dune movies. So I just heard about this Amelia Perez film. It turns out it's a film, not a series. So like, yeah, I still have no interest in watching it. It's super woke. It's a musical thriller on Netflix, I believe. No. Is this the one I'm thinking of, actually? Is this the thing I saw that was super woke? Or am I thinking of something else? Am I thinking just because I see Zoe Saldana in it? It might be something else. Though what I did see being super woke was also a musical, so maybe it was this. Did I hear Pokemon Pocket is releasing the trade feature? Yep. What's really gonna be different from this and, say, Wonder Trade, right? I'm imagining Wonder Trade. You ask for a specific card. Like, let's say it has random online trade feature. It has a feature where you just randomly trade online. And you maybe have the ability to ask for a specific card. Well, that just sounds like the GTS to me. I want the, I'm looking for the golden Mew card, the golden Charizard card, and in return, what I'm offering is this regular Pikachu card. Regular. Or this regular, I don't know, a regular Abra card. A regular Ghastly card. So, I get the gold card, you get something that I don't really care to lose. Sounds like a great deal to me! Unless they go the Pokemon Go route where you have to only trade in person. Or close by. Really? Nosferatu for costume design? Let me see. Production design. I didn't watch Nosferatu, though I heard it was pretty good. I heard it was okay. I see the production design looks not bad. However, I didn't really see anything in terms of the costume designs. Why is this what Nosferatu's known for? The seminal vampire? Is that really what Nosferatu's known for? I don't really know anything about Nosferatu. The seminal vampire? Seriously? I'm gonna go pee real quick. You know, for these days, it's really annoying having my parents constantly tell me, you gotta clean everything up. Clean up the whole house. Clean everything. Clean your room, clean your bathroom, clean everything. Because everything must be clean for the new year. It's tradition. You must. It's like, God, it's annoying. Like, I don't care. I do not care. All this stuff I gotta do, I don't care. If you care so much, you do it. Because I don't care. Matter of fact, don't do it. Don't even bother me. Don't go into my room. Don't touch my stuff. And you know what I must do? I fucking must do, or else my life will be in danger. You know, I just have to, or else. Or else nothing will happen, let's be honest. I must cut my hair before the fucking new year. In February. I hate this holiday. It is so annoying. All the shit that I must do, that I have to do because of tradition, nobody cares. I certainly don't care. No one else does this, by the way. None of my friends have to do all this shit. All this stuff, all these rules that have to be followed for the fucking Chinese New Year. Nobody cares. Nobody actually does this stuff except my parents. So it's why I hate this holiday so much. There's just so many things I need to do. I have to do. I must do for the tradition. I don't care. And I never will care. I absolutely despise this holiday. It is so annoying. Need I remind you about the fact that on whatever day I must wear red underwear? Bill Skarsgård? Wait a second. Bill Skarsgård was the Nosferatu? Wow, look at that. Oh, holy moly, his character in Nosferatu is unrecognizable. Wow, you really cannot tell that is Bill Skarsgård underneath. Even less than Pennywise. Certain angles you can kind of tell. By the way, speaking of Pennywise, what's going on with the It franchise, Wasn't It Chapter 2 like, what, 6 years ago? Where's that Pennywise prequel series? What's up with that? Oh no, oh jeez, holy moly. No, It Chapter 2 released in 2017. That's worse. That was 8 years ago. And since then, nothing. For 8 years. Oh wait, no, that's It Chapter 1. I clearly have It Chapter 2 in the search engine. I don't remember... Okay, yes, I was right at the first time. I was right the first time. It Chapter 2 was 2019. Aha. It Chapter 1 was 2017. That makes more sense. I swear, I have It Chapter 2 on the Google search, and it gave me It number 1. But yeah, that's still 6 years ago, we got It Chapter 2, and since then, nothing. What happened to that Pennywise prequel story? Are you kidding me? Welcome to Derry. It says here, Welcome to Derry is set to release sometime in 2025 with 9 episodes upon its debut. Updated 3 days ago? Wow, it was just a calling from the universe to look up this prequel story. Alright, so let's take a look at IMDb. IMDb isn't really trustable when it comes to the stuff, at least before the show before the shows come out, because it says here IMDb, Bill Skarsgård is going to play Pennywise for 1 episode. We'll have to see how true that is when the show itself actually comes out. Oh, did you guys also hear about Alien Earth? It's going to be a streaming series. Now, I'm not too up to date with the Alien franchise. The past handful of films I actually haven't seen. Alien, what was it, Romanus? I haven't seen that. Yeah, the Alien franchise I'm not too up to date with. You know what other franchises I'm still waiting on, new stuff from? The Monsterverse, the Transformers franchise. As much as I don't want the film, we're getting it. It's happening. Where is that Transformers G.I. Joe crossover? I do not want that film, but we're getting it no matter what I feel like. Day by day, we are inching closer to it being 10 years since Transformers 5 left on a cliffhanger, teasing the next story, and we've never gotten anything since. Transformers 5 ending with the tease with Quintessa. That was 2017. We are closing in on 10 years since then. Oh, you know what? In terms of the Monsterverse, I actually forgot to watch the show. The one with, Shit, what was his name? Russell... something. Right, there was a Monsterverse show I never watched. I think it was on Apple TV. Yeah, Monarch, Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. I never watched that. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Wyatt Russell and Kurt Russell, that's right. Both father and son are in this show. How could I forget? Well, because I haven't seen it yet. Right, I completely forgot about this show. Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. When did this come out? November 2023, so just over a year ago. A year and 2 months ago this came out. Oh, right, I completely forgot about this. Watching all the other Monsterverse films, I completely forgot about this. It's kind of crazy that the Monsterverse started 11 years ago in 2014. And since that first movie, they clearly went in a totally different direction. Like they have alternating casts all the time. I can forgive the cast from Skull Island never coming back since that's set in the past. But what about the first Godzilla movie? Where's Elle and where's Ford? Because those characters never showed back up again. To the point that's like, well, what was the point of them being in the film if you're just not going to bring them back? Because you brought back... What was the character's name? Bernie? You know, Brian Tyree Henry's character. What was his name again? Was it Bernie? I think it was Bernie. Like, you brought back his character. He's a great character, but like, where's the characters that started all of this? You know, it's still pretty funny. You see, you know, Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen as a married couple in this film, and then literally a year later in Age of Ultron, they play twins. And also, damn, Aaron Taylor Johnson just cannot catch a break when it comes to comic book movies. His character Quicksilver was killed off in the first and only film he was in. Literally, damn near never mentioned again until WandaVision. And then his Kraven the Hunter movie, I think, bombed? I still haven't seen that yet. When did it come out on digital? If it's out on digital, maybe I'll watch it sometime soon, even though that film kind of bombed. Oh, it already came out. Like, last week. More than last week. Came out January 14th on digital. Oh, so that means I can watch it online. Right. Completely forgot about this film too. I never watched it during December. I didn't even get a chance to watch Sonic 3 in theaters. Obviously, if I was choosing between Sonic 3 and Kraven the Hunter, I was choosing Sonic 3. Right, so, you know, now I have a good number of stuff to watch as well. Who needs From? Forget From. I'm watching Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. Yes, because of you, I haven't seen the Spy X Family movie for like damn near 2 years. What about Season 3? Do we have any news on Season 3 yet? We have confirmation Oshinoko Season 3 is actually happening, but what about Spy X Family? Well, all I see here is that it was indeed renewed for a 3rd season. Oh, look, it is set to premiere October 2025. That's still a fair time away. That's still quite a while away. Did you guys know Spy X Family is on Netflix? Ugh. The Wild Robot? That was a film I had a little bit of interest in, but I never actually did watch. This looks like... Oh, it's on Prime Video. I thought this would be on Disney Plus. It looked like a Disney Plus kind of thing. I don't know. I guess Disney, you know, Disney's too woke to actually give us good content. Milk Dud Season 2. Well, that'll happen when it's time. Okay, so I'm watching Moist Critical's video. He said he's going to watch Amelia Perez. Oh boy. And then I see another video here recommended by A Journey Through Cinema. Amelia Perez is the worst Oscar contender. I didn't hear about this film until recently. It turns out it's gotten so many nominations at the Oscars, and this film sucks. Everyone hates it because of it. Let's face it, this is damn near the definition of woke trash. If you guys have seen the things that Donald Trump has done the past couple of days, I really want to see him set his foot down if Hollywood continues to give us woke garbage. Oh boy, you sent me a video by Oompaville, The Truth Behind the Beast Games. I'll watch that after this. I really want to see Trump put his foot down if Hollywood continues to give us woke shit. Now, it's going to take a while for that to take effect, because, you know, a lot of stuff have to come out of the pipeline. Oops, why is this tilted? We still don't have things like Ironheart. You can already tell that's going to be absolute woke garbage. Why is there a bot in chat that I didn't ban yet? Alright, it's 12:17 a.m. right now. This is your prediction. And don't give me any bullshit like, well, I didn't say today. Well, it's 12:18 right now. You absolute liar. You false prophet. Alright, I'm gonna end this soon. It is getting late. One last reset. Alright, well, nothing tonight. See you guys next time.